Welcome back to Keeping the Real in Real Estate. I'm Emily Tidwell with Premier Home Inspection, and today I am joined by Tristan Rockett with ASAP Home Services, also known as Puronics. Tristan, thank you for joining me today. How are you doing?
Yeah, thanks for having us. Yeah, I'm doing well. I'm excited to speak to you for a little bit.
Yes, yes, I've been looking forward to this. I would like to learn more about what you guys do, who you are. So, could you start us off with explaining kind of the history of Puronics, ASAP Home and Services, what you guys do, and what kind of got you started?
Yeah, so we are a local water testing and whole home water purification company. So we handle purifying and diagnosing water quality issues in the Middle Tennessee area. Our Puronics is has been in business since 1975. And we have been local to the Middle Tennessee area as a company since around 2018, 2019. So ever since then, we've had over 5,000 customers that we've assisted in the Middle Tennessee area, and it's growing.
Wow. Well, so Middle Tennessee, I was talking with Ginger Scott, our owner, or one of our owners, and
Mhm.
we were talking about Middle Tennessee and how Middle Tennessee is kind of unique in, I mean, maybe that's true. You could speak on that more, but as far as like water quality, does Middle Tennessee tend to have maybe more issues with water quality, or is that like, maybe that's like just the whole US? How does that work?
Yeah. Yeah, so Middle Tennessee and Tennessee in general, we do have a couple water quality issues. The biggest thing is there's only a couple ways to purify and make water safe at the tap. The first one is to add in chemicals. So the largest chemical that's added is chlorine. So there's a large amount of chlorine, same chlorine that goes into swimming pools. It's in our drinking water. If you fill up a glass and smell it, you'll be able to smell it. But the other issue that actually causes so chlorine damages our body and our skin, nails, and hair, but hardness is also a really big issue. So we're around 10 to 12 grains of hardness in the Middle Tennessee area. So if you ever notice white spots build up at your sink, look at your kitchen faucet. That's
Mhm.
building up in every pipe and every junction. It's building up in your hot water heater and all of those areas. And so that's the specific issue that we deal with in Middle Tennessee, of course. And we also have lots and lots of people who have well water too, which comes with its own set of issues.
Yeah. Well, and Premier Home Inspection, our sister company is Premier Environmental Services. And so we do a lot of environmental testing. And obviously that impacts our physical health, our bodies, or, we want to keep our families safe. And Premier Home Inspection, definitely safety of our home, and the longevity of our appliances. So not only it sounds like Puronics, the what you do, isn't just it, not only does it mainly, I guess, help protect the health of the people, but also the help
Mhm.
of the functions in the home, the appliances, the longevity of pipes, things like that. Can you talk a
Right.
little bit about how like Puronics can
Yeah.
help that?
Yeah. So our main job and mission is to come in, test the water, and help homeowners actually understand what they're using every day.
Okay.
Um, and then match the right solution to it. Very low pressure. We've got a couple different options. Like for example, when we had the ice storm, then there was the boil water advisory that was saying don't eat or drink um, anything with this water until it's been boiled or it's been deemed purified and safe. So we offer solutions where in any level of the environment. If anything happens in the world, you're getting clean, safe drinking water, and we stand by that. Our filters and our company go through rigorous testing, patented research. Even one of our products is patented with the research that NASA created that they use on the space shuttle. So
Oh, wow.
we use that as a really big accolade to let people know that we're not just a filter company that's barely getting by. We're very research and we use patented research and we have scientific peer-reviewed studies that shows our products work. And most of our products come with a lifetime warranty with them. So that's a really good ad.
Yeah. So say I think we've talked before about water, like testing the water. So
Yes.
you guys do free tests. Is that like step one of the Puronics, I guess, triage, I guess is what you would
Hmm.
say, for how what would be best for a homeowner?
Yeah, so the reason why we do a test is because our pricing is not standardized. Unlike you can't just Google us and find a price because every single home is different. Every level of whenever we go into a home, we will customize and tailor what products and what level of filtration they need. And sometimes it's what do they want? Do they want the basics or do they want the medium package or do they want the upgraded? And we go through those options with the customer. So we have a handful of different options, but it definitely starts with a free water test. So if you're just curious, we would come out, we would do a full water test panel right there, right in front of you. And we hit on a key different items, including chlorine level. We're going to measure your chlorine, your hardness. We're going to measure how much dissolved solids is in that water. And we'll also show you how it affects your hair, skin, nails, right there at your home. And we actually compare it with our filter. We bring a small filter that we can hook up at your sink. So you're seeing a real life comparison as to what filter our filter can do versus what you're already getting. So it's really eye opening to people. But yeah, free water test is the number one step.
Well, and that would be really eye-opening and effective of like, oh, this is what I'm putting in my body. Like it's not usually something that you can, I guess, see immediately, when you're running a tap. What are some of the things, like you say, how it affects your hair, skin, and nails? What are some of the things to look out for, I guess, with your water quality?
Yeah, so the number one is what annoys you the most. Some people it's the smell and taste of their water. Some people it's the residue that hard water leaves behind, and they spend hours having to clean their sinks, faucets, and bathtubs. Or number three, it's hey, I want really soft and silky skin and hair, and I want my expensive shampoo to work the way they say it should. I can guarantee you that these studies for all the shampoo, hair and skin products are being used and paired with purified clean water. So that's it's kind of what is important to you. So that's some things that you're going to notice at first, and that's what we're trying to do is pick up what is important to you because the customer, if they're wanting to really figure out what's in their water, we will help them understand. It's a very can be a complex market, but we make it simple for the average homeowner.
That's good. I think simple is it, especially if you're buying a home or you're in your home, if you're a homeowner, there's always a project that you're working on. So if it can be a simple
Right.
project and you have that support, I'm sure that would be much, much more helpful to your homeowners. So as far as
Right. Yeah.
systems in the home, like your like your water heater and your
Mhm.
appliances that run water through, I think about like I guess like a dishwasher or like a laundry room, like your
Yeah.
washing machine, if you have hard water or chlorine and things like that, I'm assuming those things can be very abrasive. Is that going to,
Mhm.
I guess, affect the
The
life of
lifespan.
the lifespan of those appliances?
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. If you ever have time, anyone watching this video, just Google what does hard water do to a water heater. And plumbers will actually cut them open, and the first one third of that water heater is really thick sediment.
Wow.
So your water heater's having to run constantly to heat that up. So in the middle of the night, it's really working against itself, and it's really, taking the life away from that. And then when it comes to, your washers, and anything that's using that water, it will slowly but surely make all the heating components work harder. And any area where there can be buildup, it's going to wear and tear there. Faucets, that's why faucets start spewing different ways over time. Shower heads spew different ways over time. Even no matter how many times you clean it, it's gonna continue to come back. So our goal is to show people the wear and tear of what this water can do, but not only that, we show them how having clean, purified water in their house actually pays for itself. There's no need to buy bottled water. There's no need to replace your $60 fridge filter every 6 months. We actually, you cut down on your soap costs by about 40% because the soap
Wow.
is much more efficient with purified water. So there's lots of different ways that we work into showing people, hey, if it actually can save you money and it actually you can make money. We run into people all the time that are spending, $80 to $100 a month because they're cooking and drinking with bottled water. And so there may be someone watching this right now that may be doing the same, and we can get you unlimited bottled water right at your sink.
Yeah, you like, you know exactly where it's coming from. Um, I thought about that too with the appliances, like bottled water, those are those like monthly kind of expenses. But if you're running hard water through your hot water heater, your like I'm like washing machine, all those things, your faucets, all
Yeah.
those things are going to break down, and you're going to have to replace those much quicker. And so
Mhm.
you're spending it, like you said, it will pay for itself. You're spending so much more on the appliances and all these other things, or like even trying to call out a plumber to figure out why these things are not working. Um, it will, like you said, it will pay for itself. So,
Yeah, and it's
um,
really becoming a big issue. Like with water heaters, we've even started to see some water heater manufacturers saying, "Hey, if you have too much grains of hardness in your water and it's not treated, we're starting to see that it could void some manufacturer warranties
oh,
if the water is too hard, because some warranties only cover the hardness levels to be so high. And so in certain areas of Middle Tennessee and especially well water systems, you're really going to have expedited wear and tear on these systems. You just want to make sure you're protected. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to make sure that people feel protected and confident about the systems in their home and make it make sense for them. Yeah.
yeah. Well, so we do a water test, and I mean, at home at Premier can also do that water test. We do a
Mhm.
water test. Puronics can come out and do a water test. When we do the water test, we get the results, and then I guess you say you tailor it to, I guess, the homeowner, what they're looking for. When it
Yeah.
comes to installation, is that like how involved is that? What does that look like?
Yeah, yeah, good question. Yeah, Premier will definitely help you out with the lab panel of the test. I know for certain buyers, they need to test for the E. coli and test for different levels of potential lead and that sort of thing. We do a way basic panel compared to Premier, so it's going to test hardness level, chlorine, how does it affect soap, and there's a couple other ones that we do depending on the customer. But once we have that and we've decided to move forward, install process is very simple. We basically intercept every drop of water that's coming into your home from your main water line, and that will be connected professionally to our system, and then every drop of water passes through that system and out of that system into your home, and then it will break off into your cold and your hot lines. So you're getting purified water coming through your cold lines and your hot lines everywhere throughout the home.
Awesome. And then maintenance wise, is that like, is it stalling, it's done? Do you have to have it serviced? What does that look like?
Yeah, so we are actually one of the only companies that have a lifetime warranty on our system,
Wow.
and also our media beds. They last up to 2.6 million gallons. So our manufacturer's warranty will match that up to 2.6 million gallons, which obviously, depending on usage, that can be anywhere from around 25 to 30 years that our
Wow.
system will last. Any company that says that a water system will last forever, they're not telling you the truth, because every time water passes through there's wear and tear. But we will be here. Puronics has been here since 1975, and unlike other companies that are more so white labeled or have different manufacturers, we've had the same manufacturing, we've had the same licensing since 19. Sorry, I said 1975. Yes, since 1975. We will be here to service that system when and if it comes. And our goal is not to make money off of service or replacing filters. Our goal is to be a one-stop shop. And once it's installed in your home, the only thing that you have to do is make sure the system is backwashing itself with a salt rinse. So just keeping an eye on the salt level. It takes about a bag every month or so to just keep that up top, and that allows it to continue to clean itself.
Wow, that's great. Yeah, the that seems like a lot less maintenance, and I like the longevity of it. So you divide the cost out by how many years it should last. You think about it, you're paying X amount for however many years. That's great.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Is there any other questions you can think of that you would want to highlight, or anything you'd like to share about Puronics?
Yeah, so we are a locally owned company in Middle Tennessee. So we have many happy customers. And we work really hard to deliver a customer driven experience and make sure that we are responding at all hours of the day, if and when there's ever a question or a concern. And we would love to earn the business and invite you in on what is out there. We will come out at no charge, test your water, talk to you about our systems. And if you have any questions about any other companies, we actually have reps that have worked for other companies come work for us, so they kind of have the inside scoop to kind of help you out with the competition.
Well, just talking to you and what your values are as a company really align with who we are at Premier Home Inspection and wanting to be a one-stop shop and very customer service, customer oriented. We want to make sure that our clients have confidence in their purchasing decisions. And so
Mhm.
your home should be a place that you can go to and, kind of drop all the worries of the world, and your water, your drinking water
Right.
should not be something that you're concerned about. So I'm grateful to have been able to interview you today and learn about what your company does. And I'm like, oh, I can't wait to share that with other people and send people your way, especially that are concerned about their drinking water. So
Awesome. Yeah, thank you so much, and we really appreciate the partnership and you putting this on, and looking forward to continuing to help homeowners with clean water. And we know that you all do a really good job when it comes to the home inspection side of things. So keep it up. Of
thanks, Tristan. Thank you so much for your time.
course.